Good evening. Tonight I've got Abita Purple Haze. So this is, it says on the bottle, malt beverage with raspberries added as a flavored beer. However, I'm relatively certain that malt beverage, and I should have looked this up before I started the video, but malt beverage is a higher alcohol content beer. I don't know what the threshold is for that, and so I'll have to look that up and get back to you. But it's also, since it's a flavored beer, it really goes into the specialty category in the BJCP style guidelines. But the base beer style is a lager. But it also has pilsner and wheat malts and Vanguard hops. So the berries add a fruity aroma, tart taste, and subtle purple color and haze. You might even get to see fruit. Oh yeah, it does have some floaty stuff in the bottom, which I don't think I'm going to get out of this bottle to show you. But let's give this a shot. So this is actually brewed in Louisiana, 4.2% alcohol by volume. So this is a tip of my hat to Louisiana Beer Reviews that I do review videos or examinations with, and I've heard them say that Abita is a good beer company. I didn't realize when I picked this particular one up in the singles bottle that it was a flavored beer, so we'll see. It might not be representative of Abita overall, but let's see how this goes. I decided to go with this. I've got a whole bunch of different beers in my fridge right now that I'm going to give a try. I can't even remember what they're all called, but I wanted something light and refreshing, and so this was the one that I ended up picking. So let's see how this goes. So flavor, definitely fruity. Has like a sweet honey fruitiness to it. It definitely has that lager kind of corn smell. Maybe a little bit of hops bitterness. And the hops aroma is like, I don't know, it kind of goes in and out. Sometimes it's really sweet smelling and sometimes it's kind of a hoppy smell. Anyway, so definitely it is hazy, and I do see a little bit of stuff floating in there, which of course you're not going to be able to see on the video, but yeah, it definitely has some stuff floating in there. Looks like it's just just lightly carbonated, and it looked like it would have poured with a good head had I had a bigger glass, but this is a pretty tiny glass. Let's give it a try. This is actually pretty tasty. Now, as I'm drinking this, I was thinking about the conversation I had about Red's apple ale or apple beer or something like that recently, and that I guess it comes in a couple different flavors. I saw a beer review for a mango flavored one, and I was trying to decide if I was going to try a flavored beer, artificially flavored beer. And then I realized just now as I was drinking this that I really like Pyramid Brewery's Apricot Ale. I'm trying to think. There's another fruity one that I like a lot too. Another fruit one. I can't think of it off the top of my head. And they're actually very enjoyable. Usually I can only drink one glass or one beer and not more than that. Just it gets too sweet after that. But they are enjoyable, and I think that this is on par with that. Yeah, definitely good. It has a nice thickness to it, so it's really nudging up against medium body. It has nice crisp carbonation, and it finishes really clean and smooth. It definitely tastes like a lager. It has a lager flavor to it, and it definitely tastes like raspberries. They've done a good job with that. Very drinkable, and I would suggest it to somebody who likes fruity beers, definitely. So I'm going to keep this in my arsenal for the future. Go ahead. So anyway, got distracted by answering a question. So this is definitely a good beer. I think personally, like I'm not a big fan of lagers, and so this is probably not something that I'll drink on a regular basis. But it's definitely enjoyable, very well done, tasty, fresh, refreshing. And if you like fruit beers, if you like raspberries a lot, I definitely recommend that you give this a try. If this is something that you've tried, let me know. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching and have a good night.
Can I try?